Why is this shit? Why is it so fucking zoomed in? Oh, that's, ooh, okay, hold on. No. Okay. I guess we're just holding it this way now. Oh, hell no. This is why I don't like recording in public. Because you gotta walk past people and look like a fucking freak, you know? Hold on. Lock in. Ow, my fucking neck. Oh. Yeah, but just get those like random fucking pains in your neck. Is that like a cramp or is that just, I don't know. I doubt there are any qualified physicians and or doctors consuming my content. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I hate like walking around in public, like recording and shit, because like everyone either thinks that you're some like wankery fucking like Instagram vlogger, or they're like, you know, they just think you're fucking insane, you know. And I mean, I'm a wankery YouTuber, so there's that. And I am a little bit insane, but don't mind me, it's old man noises. You guys fuck with the Bathory beanie? I got this literally earlier today. I didn't think it was gonna look this good, but like I actually fucking love it. I kept seeing it in the record shop for like months and months and months. I'm like, dude, I fucking love Bathory. I've been wearing the same beanie for literal like years, like 3 fucking years straight. I've been wearing, I'm gonna take my fucking bag off real quick. I've been wearing the same, does this sit on my fucking car console? It does. Oh, look at that. Now you can't fucking see me. This looks like one of those fucking old Saw movies. There's like a weird green tinge and everything. Oh shit. That's fucked. Okay, hold on. I want to rest it on the wheel, but it's like, see, now I just look like a fucking horror movie villain. You guys are just gonna have to, okay. I look a little less soulless like this. It still looks like a Saw movie though. Like you guys, I remember, this is fucked up. This is why, dude, YouTube was integral to my growth as a person, as a child, because I ended up finding like a bunch of clips from the first Saw movie, like uploaded onto YouTube. And I watched that shit just on repeat because it was fascinating. I was like 8 years old probably. Like, yeah, 7, 8, 9 years old. And I was just like, I just kept watching the reverse bear trap scene over and over because I was like, what if it changes randomly? What if they just upload a different, because I didn't know really that it was like, you know, a movie. Like I knew that it was a movie, but I was like, is it like a YouTube thing? I don't know. I just kept watching the same reverse bear trap scene because I was like, what if it's different and it actually does kill her, you know? Like, I'm not saying that I was like a fucking sociopath child. I'm just saying that like, you know, just all the green lighting, just all the green lighting and the weird static on my face, it takes me to a nostalgic place where every fucking movie was super staticky and had a weird green filter, like The Matrix and the first like 4 Saw movies, you know. It's kind of fucked that Saw makes me nostalgic, you know, like, or whatever. I get nostalgic for other movies. I get nostalgic for B-Movie and Shrek and fucking like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, right? I've watched normal stuff as a kid, but also mixed in, there was Saw. I remember telling my dad, I remember saying like, oh, that looks like the puppet from Saw or some shit. And I was like 8 or 9, and my dad looks at me and he goes, how the fuck do you know what Saw is? Like, what do you watch? I was like, oh, you know, it came up on YouTube, and, you know, I liked the puppet. I liked his rosy cheeks, you know, and that was that. But yeah, I'm really not fond of, I just want to circle back to my first point. Beyond, I saw the beanie and I really loved it, you know, and I finally caved in and I bought it today because I was like, fuck it, I want a new beanie. And I've got the money. I've been working like heaps of public holiday shifts because we've had Anzac Day, and that's like a 3-day thing if it falls on a weekend. So we had Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I worked Saturday and Monday. So I got heaps of cashola, you know, 40 bucks. I know 40 bucks for a beanie is kind of ridiculous, but this is like a really good quality beanie. This is super comfy. My head is kind of cooking. If I were to go outside, it would start steaming. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. And in addition, my mate's got like a birthday thing coming up and he's doing like ski theme. And I'm like, fuck it. You know, people wear fucking beanies to the snow. I'm gonna wear my fucking Bathory beanie. I gotta represent the black metal OG. I fucking love Bathory, you know? And even the Viking metal and the thrash metal, I love it all. I really like, you know, a lot of their albums. Anyway, I keep rambling. Yeah, I don't like recording in public. Here's what I do. I'll go into the city and I'll go to the record store and I'll be like, you know what? I'll take my Digicam with me, even though I've got a phone and I'm recording this on my phone right now. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to take my Digicam with me and I'm going to like record footage. I might see some birds. I might, I'll get some aesthetic shots of the harbor and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I get there and I get really timid. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy who's sitting here like recording random shit. Because I see people doing it as well. They've got like these high-tech fucking cameras. And I'm like, dude, I do not want to be in your fucking shot. I'm sorry. Like, I know you think that you're like a mastermind and, you're honing your craft right now. But you can hone your craft without me, walking around in the shot, and I don't want to be that guy for other people. But then again, you got to kind of come to a realization, and I do this a lot when I'm drunk. I kind of sit there and I go, my life is too fucking short to sit here and be like, oh, well, I don't want to, like, I'm sorry, like, if I was running around putting the camera in someone's face and being some fucking, like, J Station piece of shit going, oh, N-word in the city, prank gone wrong, then, like, yeah, I'd understand why you should stop. But if you're just recording and you're not really causing any harm to anyone, if you're just recording, God, there's so many people here. If you're just recording and it's innocuous and you're not violating anyone's privacy to a massive extent, because if you're recording in public, you kind of already are, to a degree. But if you're not sticking the camera in someone's face, if you're not being obnoxious as fuck, there's not really all that much wrong with it. It's kind of been normalized in today's day and age to just be recording shit all the fucking time. And sometimes I do go out, sometimes I do record things and I talk into the camera and all that, but like, I don't know. I think I've just got to really conquer that fear of looking weird and looking, because not a worst nightmare, but I get kind of worried that I'm going to be walking around and someone's going to be like, oh, are you an influencer? And I'm going to sit there and be like, well, does 44 subs on YouTube count? Like, it's all relative. Am I influencing 44 people? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe all 44 of them decided to think a little bit more critically on the one day that they watched my channel. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But hey, I don't fucking know. I remember I posted one of my first videos. There was this Spanish lady. She saw my channel. She commented being like, wow, you've inspired me to start mine. And she's been posting content too. So fucking oath. I guess I am an influencer. 8-ball pool, greatest influencer of all fucking time. I guess, my parents are going to be so fucking proud. But yeah, I guess I just got to kind of conquer that fear deep down inside and really, because I don't want to just keep making videos sitting in my fucking room talking into that microphone, like, I don't know. On one hand, I do like it. And on the other hand, it's like, dude, you're just kind of rambling. You're not doing anything entertaining, which is kind of funny because I like a lot of other YouTubers that do the same sort of thing in that sort of niche of just sitting down and just talking. I forget all their names, but they always come up in my recommended. I'm like, another 200 sub YouTube channel, and it's just a normal person talking about shit, like fucking oath. I relate, I remember one channel name. Her channel's called My Chemical Imbalance. I really like her content, primarily because, oh fuck, I gotta lean forward now because there was headlights behind me and they were like kind of illuminating everything. Her channel's called My Chemical Imbalance, and I really like her perspective on things. She seems like a really cool person from her content. You can't judge someone based off of that because it's all, like I ham myself up when I post content. Like, I'm not this fucking chatty in real life, I crack jokes here and there and I can hold a conversation all right. It depends on what the conversation's about, but, I really, really appreciate, the things that she says. She's got a bit of more of a mental health angle. She's had struggles in the past, it's really cool and it's really brave of someone to sort of be so open about that, to try and help other people that are going through similar stuff. I think it's really cool. So shout out to her, I guess, even though her channel's bigger than mine, but whatever. Shout out, but yeah, I don't know. I think I do want to make, I'm falling over my words here. I do want to make different and varied content. I have recorded a video of me talking about my top 10 favorite albums of all time, you know. And I mean, it's a desk video, I guess that's what we're going to call them. You know, I'm sitting on my desk, I'm talking into the microphone, and it's like nearly an hour long. But like, I'm going to cut it down. There's a lot of breathing, a lot of preamble. So if I were to cut out all the shit, you know, it would probably come down to like 30 minutes. I would estimate. I hate editing too, because then you have to imagine, right, you probably watch one of my YouTube videos once. Imagine watching it 40 times over, and you have to look at the same clip and listen to the same syllable like 12 times to get the right fucking cut and all that bullshit. And it's just like, and then by the end of it, you're sick of the sound of your own fucking voice, and you upload, and you don't even want to watch the finished video. You're like, you know, if there's mistakes in it, the people will understand. The people are forgiving, right? And you just upload it because you just don't want to fucking hear about it ever again. Like editing just does my head in sometimes. You know, and it kind of, you know, it's one of those self-imposed things of whether, you know, if you want to add more edits, if you want to add text, if you want to add music, if you want to add, you know, fucking blah, 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 then it kind of, you increase your own workload. If you wanted to keep it bare bones, you could, but even then, you're still watching the same fucking video, like, you know, 30 times in a row, essentially. Which is, it gets a little tedious, it gets a little annoying, especially because, again, sometimes I just get irritated at the sound of my own fucking voice. But I think that happens to most people. I think that happens to a lot of folks. Pretty normal. So I'm not trying to say that I'm anything special for that. I keep adjusting my beanie because, like, I hate when it sticks up too much and does that stupid flappy thing. Because I've seen so many dudes wearing their beanies like that, and it looks fucking stupid. They look like peacocks. You know how peacocks have those feathers on top? They look like cockatoos, right? I should have said cockatoos because that's a more local thing. You know, cockatoos have the cool mohawks. These guys look like lame cockatoos. They've got... The fuck are you driving so slow for? I hate these P-platers in souped up cars that fucking daddy bought them. Anyway, these guys, they wear their beanies so dumb, and they look like fucking disabled cockatoos. And it's like, dude, just wear it normal. Like... What's stopping? I don't know. My back is starting to hurt from leaning forward, but I don't want to like sit back here in total darkness, and I don't want to sit halfway up looking like Freddie Mercury in the fucking music video for Bohemian Rhapsody, fucking Galileo, Galileo Figaro, you know, doing that kind of bullshit. This ain't no cinematography class. This is 8-ball pool, you know. And by the way, I keep joking to myself. I keep thinking, like, one day I'm going to start a video and I'm going to go, what's up, ballers? You know, because I don't know what the fuck to call my audience. Like, do I call you guys ballers? Do I call you guys 8 ballers? Do I call you my 105s? Are we going to start a crime gang? A crime gang. Typically, gangs do crime. Good boy. Okay, I just got off work. Be a little forgiving. You know, we're going to start a gang. It's going to be like MS-13, but it's going to be called 8B105. And we're just going to run around and we're going to roll people for camera equipment so we can improve my content. How does that sound? YouTube, don't take that seriously. Okay, I'm not a vicious criminal. I'm very peace-loving. I listen to the Beatles. They were all about peace and love, okay? Ignore the black metal fucking band at the top. Hey, he was about peace and love too, you know? He had like a whole song about people, innocent people dying for no reason off of Blood, Fire, Death. You know, hey, I know my shit. Goddamn, this is so all over the place. I just got done with work. And my original idea was I wanted to talk about how I thought that my job was a bit of a humiliation ritual. But considering I've just been at work for the last 4.5 hours, not a long shift at all. 4.5 hours is light work, but I'm still fucking tired because it's like probably 9 o'clock, you know. And again, not too bad, but I don't know. I want to go home. I don't know, actually. I don't really want to go home, actually. I'm kind of sick of being at home, but hey, what can you do? Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about it, but like maybe that's just a topic for another day. Maybe after a really bad shift, I'll sit down on the beach and I'll be like, yeah, my job is a humiliation ritual. Because the uniform is fucking dumb, and just talking to customers makes you feel like a fucking piece of meat. And some people They don't even say please and thank you. And like, I'm not some Puritan who's like, no one had any manners. But it's like, I have every opportunity to fuck up your meal. The least you can do is say please and thank you. You know, like there are some people, like they shuffle in, they go, then they walk up and you go, hey man, how you going? And they just go, salmon OG with rice. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. I guess I'll just go out back and I'll just go fucking chew on a cockroach and slam my head into the fucking freezer door. I guess. It's like, you don't lose anything. I'm getting mad now. You don't lose anything by just saying, I'm good, mate, how are you? Like, that was free. No money was taken out of my bank account, if that's what you're concerned about. The oxygen in my lungs came back half a second later. The world didn't stop fucking turning, right? No one came in and fucking punched me in the jaw. Nothing bad happened at all. All I said was, I'm good, mate, how are you? Like, that's all you have to say. And there are these just fucking, like, 50 to 60-year-old blokes that come in, and you can tell the phrase thank you just doesn't leave their fucking lips ever, right? Unless, I don't even fucking know, but they walk around with no manners. And these are the same guys that walk around like complaining about pronouns, going, why do I have to respect someone's pronouns? Why does he think she's a she? You know, they just said the dumbest shit like that. And you just have to sit there and just be like, yeah, I guess, you know, because they're the kind of fuckwits that you can't argue with. You can't just sit there and say, why not just respect someone? Why not just let someone live their life without you, you know, just shitting on them completely, because it doesn't concern you. And they're sitting there, oh, well, blah, 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 it's against blah, 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 whatever the fuck. And I don't know, I'm just, okay, I'm getting really irritated now. But point is, right, there are a lot of cranky, old, inconsiderate dudes that come into my work, and it does my head in when you sit there and you say that you would say the most basic, hey mate, how you going? What can I get for you? And they, you know, well, not even what can I get for you? It's just, hey mate, how you going? And they go, oh, I want this. You know, it's to the point of where I've stopped saying it to people. I just walk up and just go, hey, you going? What do you want? You know, or not what do you want, but I say, I walk up and say, what can I get for you? Just right off the bat. I don't give a fuck about introductions. I walk up and just go, what can I get for you? You know? And typically, I would say the nicest crowd is like mid-20-something women. They're always the ones that are saying, hi, how are you? You doing all right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. What can I get for you? Sometimes they say it first. They walk up, they go, hi, how are you? And I say, I'm good. What would you like? You know, like, it again, you don't lose anything from saying that. You know, that shit almost makes my day, because then I have to actually go make the food, and that's just extra labor. Not gonna lie. Low-key, genuinely. I gotta stop saying that. My coworker was saying that all night. Now it's rubbed off on me. That fucking girl's got brain rot, man. But yeah, it's just like, it costs nothing to just say, how you gone? You know? You don't even have to say the full syllable. You don't have to say, how are you going? You go, how you gone? And everyone understands it. And everyone goes, gone good. And then you just get on with your fucking day. Like, oh, I don't get it. I can't take it anymore. Oh, it's so fucking irritating, man. Yeah, I'm really thirsty. I want water, and I want to go home, because that's where the water is, you know. And I want to sit down in bed, and I don't know, I might make music, I might not, I don't fucking know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I might edit it. I might just upload it directly from my phone. I might just do that. You know what I'll do? I'll leave the audio playing while I drive home, and I'll see if this is worth posting at all. How about that? If you're seeing this at basically 20 minutes, it means I didn't edit it. And it means, I mean, thank you for watching this fucking far, I guess. Like, I really appreciate it. Yeah, 8-ball pool. Subscribe, I guess, if you want to be part of the gang. If you want to be part of the gang and start stealing cameras for me, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you're staying safe. I think I already said that. Again, I'm so tired. I just got off work. Okay, bye.